Hello, gamers. This is Codger speaking, and we are looking again at NIMBY Rails. This is the last of 8 videos dealing with the first steps of playing on NIMBY Rails. In the last video, we completed the red line in Houston, Texas. The order the stations and all of that. We also created the depot line down here on the south end of the red line for holding the trains when the trains are out of service. And there are a couple of changes that I've made since the last video that I want to describe so that there's no confusion here. One of them is that I have removed the station that I had intended for this station for a platform to be available here in the center, and through some experimentation, found that my trains would not go there. They could not route to that place easily. And so instead of trying to fix that, I just decided to take it out and just have stations over here on the east side and the west side of the depot. And something else that I did was that I moved the let's see, what do we call this thing? I moved the signal that informs the trains to select a new platform to come down here right to this last signal here before all of these tracks began to merge. And the reason for that is that instead of using one of the stopping points here on the south side, I selected a random point as a waypoint right about here into the depot. And that the signal was right here. Let me see if I can get over there and show you exactly what I'm talking about. And I think that would be under stations. Click there, and you can see this spot right here. That is a stop selection signal. I did have it on the signal that was right here up high, but when I moved when I created on this line, this waypoint right about here, then it didn't work correctly, and all of the trains would go right down into this area to the first track instead of the alternate tracks. And so by moving this signal down here, that corrected it. So apparently signal path has to be after the first waypoint in the line that you create for the depot line for it to work. So I have been, it has been a while since I made a video, and the reason for that is that I have been carefully looking at how to create this depot line and how to create the schedules. And there's a lot to the schedules, and still there's quite a bit that I don't understand quite yet. But I found some things in the scheduling feature of the program that make it a little easier to set up trains and have them going at a certain, at a certain distance apart from one another, and to have them to go in an orderly fashion. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to create a schedule for the red line, and we do that by coming up here and clicking on the schedule button at the top right hand corner, coming down here to this icon down at the bottom left, and we'll create a new schedule, and we'll give the schedule a name. We'll just call it the red line schedule. And we're only creating one schedule here, but it's going to have several aspects to it that we'll try to keep those separate and easy to understand as much as possible. The color we're going to set to auto, and let's see, first the time zone, first line time zone is okay, and service level set by lines, that's all right too. We're not going to care about the tags or the extensions, and that's all there is to getting the schedule created. Now there are it automatically creates one shift in the schedule, and we've got I've created or purchased 9 trains, CT0000 through CT0008. But I'm only going to use 8 of those trains. I've found that is enough to separate the trains by about 10 minutes each on weekdays on the red line. So we'll just use 8, and this one will not be used. And so we're going to create 7 more shifts. And we do that by coming down here and just clicking on this button 7 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, and the 7th one makes 8 unassigned trains. These are slots for trains to go in, but we haven't assigned any trains to them yet. And now that we have done that, we go over back to this window, click on orders, and we're going to start telling it what to do. We click on the red schedule up here, click on orders, and now click insert. And that gives us this dialog box down here to design the orders. And first of all, we're concerned about the weekdays, so we're going to disable Saturday and Sunday. And this is going to be group 1. We'll see what groups do here in a moment. The run line, we pick the run line, and we're going to use the red line for this order. And enter first stop is all right here, or we could go in here and specify Fannin South to North. And I haven't done this yet, but you can start anywhere within the red line that you want to, or anywhere within the line that you want to, and the train will go there and start picking up passengers from that area. But I'm keeping it simple for now, and we're just going to go to the first. And so we'll just go ahead and keep the first line stop. The timing we'll keep it as same as enter stop. This we want that to be as an equal sign. The time is at the timing stop and enter stop are in the same loop. And let's see, exit the last line stop, and we're going to change this one from the last line stop which is Stadium Park. And if you keep this at the last line stop, then at the end of the day, the train will come to the Stadium Park station, and then after that, it will drive to the Fannin South station, but it won't stop there. It'll go straight into the depot. But we want it to go to the Fannin South station at the end of the day. So we're going to say that the last stop is the Fannin South, and that allows it to come to Fannin South, stop, and allow final passengers to depart from the station, depart from the train at the station. Now, depart exactly at is we want to tell when we want the first train to leave, and we want the first train to leave at 6 o'clock in the morning. So we type in 6:0:00, 6:00:00, and we want it to repeat, but not all day long. And we're going to we want it to run basically 9 times during the day. And if you run it, if you put a 9 in here, then it's going to count that run from the stadium station to Fannin South as one of the 9. That last run is going to be counted as one of the 9, and so you would see. Well, let me just show you what you would see. If I click 9 there, and we click Insert New Order, then you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 runs, and there's another run in here that's so small that you can't see it. I don't know if I could zoom it up to where we could see it enough or not, but let's see if I can do that. And no, I'm not able to. There's the 8th run, and it doesn't show even that partial run at the end. So I'm not exactly sure how this timeline helps us right now, but there is a run that's just a partial run right here at the end, right at 1800 hours, and so we want to have 10 stops. I mean 9 actual runs, and then 1 more partial run. So we'll put 10 in here, and let's see. We don't want to insert new orders. We want to edit that. So we'll go in here, we click the edit button, put 10 in here, and change 1 order. And now that gives us, that should give us the 9 full runs here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then there is a final run there at the end for just to the Fannin South station. And that's all there is to creating up this part of the line. But now we've got to go in and do the same thing for the depot line, roughly the same thing. And to do that, I'm going to just copy this order, and then paste the same order in here. And now we've got some conflicts. So now we need to edit this order. We'll edit this and reference the depot line. The enter will be, we'll just keep the first line stop there. And the timing, you leave that the way it is. The last line stop is perfectly fine. That refers to the line stop here within the depot. And it is set for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but not Saturday and Sunday. And instead of departing exactly at, we're going to change this to arrive no later than, and put in 2200. And that is 10 o'clock in the evening. And we want it to repeat, we want it to run only one time and continue into the next order. And I think we can click change one order there, and that will create those. And let's go in here, and we want to continue into the next order on these as well. Change one order. And so that sets all that up. Now that gives us Monday through Friday for the red line and the depot line, but we also want to have our Saturday line run, but we don't want all the trains to run on Saturday and Sunday. We only want some of them to run. And there are several things that we're going to need to do in order to do that. But first of all, if we tried to run this, all these trains will start at the same time. You'll notice here, if I click there on that train, it starts at 5:58. If I click here, it also starts at 5:58. And that starts at 5:58. And that's going to create a conflict. So we're going to come up here and click on offsets. And under offsets for group 1, we're going to create the offset to be evenly over a line duration. We'll start there. And the duration is going to be evenly over the line duration of red line. And so the duration is 1 hour and 30 minutes. And for 8 shifts, that means each shift is going to start about 11 minutes shifted from the previous. So the first one will start with no shift. The second one starts with 11 minutes, 15 seconds. Then we've got 22 minutes and 30 seconds, 33 minutes, and so on for all 8 of the shifts. And that's going to be be the way we will work with the weekday shifts. And we're going to do something similar in group 2. And for group 2, we're going to click evenly over the line duration. Again, pick the red line. And the duration is going to be 1:30, but we're not going to use all the trains. In this case, we're going to remove, well, if we wanted we could just use half, and each of the shifts would start 22 minutes apart, but I want it to be a little bit more frequent than that, so I'm going to add one more train in there. And then these shifts are not going to be shifted at all. And so for the weekday shifts, we have to make sure that we don't have any trains running for the last 3 shifts that are set up for the line. So I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. So there's 5 shifts, and each shift will depart after 18 minutes from the previous shift. All right, that gives us our offsets. Let's go ahead and assign the trains. And on the trains, we click there. We see each of the shifts. So far, they're unassigned. but we don't have any trains set. And to get the trains, we come down here to Enable Train, and we'll click each one of these trains. That's 1, 2, 3. Well, I should have clicked 2 there. 2, I'm getting 1 is 0, and 2 is 1, and so on. We'll fix this in a moment. 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'll go ahead and add 8 in there, even though it won't be assigned anything. And I'm going to reorder these to make sure to get them all in the correct order. Click on number 2 and up, and now we've got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now we'll go back and we're going to now click each one of these in group 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you notice there's nothing in here for CT0008 selected, so it's not going to participate in any of the runs. And that is that's how you set up the shifts. We go to the timetable now, and let's see, let's go back one day, because we don't have anything on Saturday, but on Friday, this is how each train will take off, separated by some amount of time. Now let's go back to our orders, and we need to create orders for the weekend. And the way we do that is we're going to clone, or we're just going to copy the red line and the depot line one at a time. Copy the red line and paste it. And now we're going to set this to run group 2. And we'll start down here on the right-hand side and click Sunday and Saturday to enable them. And we'll click Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, and Monday to disable those. And I did it that way in that order because you always have to have at least one of these enabled. And if you start from the left to the right, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and disable those, and Friday is the last one that's enabled, and you click that, nothing will happen. And if you're not careful, you could end up with Friday, Saturday, and Sunday enabled when you intended to have only Saturday and Sunday enabled. So I'm going to change one order, and that changes the red line, and you see trains are already going out. It looks like all the trains have gone out. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. But let's go to depot line, and we want to copy that and paste it. And we're going to change this to group 2 and change one order. And that didn't do what I thought it was supposed to do. Group 2. Oh, I see. I haven't changed this yet. We're on the depot line, click the way we did for the weekday lines, way we did for the red line on the weekend, and now click change one order. And there we go. That makes the change that I intended to make. Now we've got to disable some of these trains, and Let me see if I can remember how to do this for this. We've got them taken out of the loop for that. Yes. Now go back to the orders. Now we need to make changes here for the City Tram 5, and we'll click on the Saturday red line and edit, and we will disable the red line. And we'll also click the depot line and disable it by clicking edit, enable order. Do that for 6 as well on Saturday. We disable it for both of the lines. And then on 7, one more time, disable it, disable it. And these 3 will only run on the weekdays, and these 5 will run every day of the week with a different schedule on the weekends. So now let's look at our timetable. And this is the timetable for Friday. And you'll notice how many trains we have running, all 8 trains. And on Saturday, we only have 5 trains, and they're spread out a little bit differently. Instead of 11 minutes difference, there's about 18 minutes difference here between each one of these train stations. Now, we'll take a look. We should see our trains running, but we're not. Let's see. We've got a little problem down here at the depot, apparently. Let's clear these and see if it doesn't iron itself out. Oh, we're not ready to start yet, so let's speed things up. And we'll start in the morning at about 6 o'clock. So now we've got the trains going out on Saturday. That one didn't go out. 4, they were just, oh, okay, they had lined up differently for some reason. All right, so we've got 5, 6, and 7. These are the disabled trains for the weekend, and they will stay there all weekend. And let's take a look at our whole line, and we've got 5 trains going. Let's speed this up again and take a look at the Monday morning traffic. One more train, and there we go. We have a fully functioning red line. It's profitable. If you watch the bottom line here, we're making money every day, and that's it. I hope that you have enjoyed these videos and that they have been some help. Anyway, come back. We will. I will be continuing to work implementing the various lines in Houston for a while, and I think I'll be doing that on some live videos in the evenings. So keep a watch out for those live videos, and would like to see you there. Thanks again for watching.